Hi, my name is F.E.A.R, and today let me present to you an amazing Steam Games bundle. 16 Steam games for $12 or euros is actually a very good deal. Definitely one of the best humble bundle presented this year. You will find the link to this bundle in the first pinned comment below and also in the video description. And now I will review all the games in this bundle. Let's start with Batman Arkham Knight Premium Edition. Here, obviously, you will become Batman. The game comes with the introduction of the Batmobile and enhancements to signature features, such as free-flow combat, stealth, forensics, and navigation. The main feature, the Batmobile, is brought to life with an original design featuring a distinct visual appearance and a full range of high-tech gadgetry. It is designed to be fully drivable throughout the game world and capable of transformation from high-speed pursuit mode to military-grade battle mode. Vehicle sits at the heart of the game's design and allows you to race the streets at high speeds and catch most dangerous villains. Batmobile also augments your abilities in every aspect, from navigation and forensics to combat and puzzle solving. People on Steam are saying that Arkham Knight looks better than most games today and is immensely fun. The reviews are around 90%. The game is great. Injustice 2 Legendary Edition. So this is basically the same as Mortal Kombat, just with different characters and no gore. You can't pull out the backbone through the mouth of your adversary, and if you want to do that, you are looking at the wrong game. So you can actually play this one with your 5-year-old niece and be embarrassed when she tears another asshole in your body with her awesome fighting skills. Nah, I'm kidding, kids are not good at games, and because it's forbidden to beat them in real life, you can at least do that in this game. Don't hold back, show them who's the boss. So in this version you will get 10 additional characters, including Teenage Mutant Ninja Snakes, or lizards, can't remember. Anyway, here you can become Batman as well and beat everyone on easy difficulty. You got this. Also, the first part of Injustice is also in this bundle, so you will get everything in this field. Gotham Knights. This is an open-world action RPG set in dynamic and interactive Gotham City. You will patrol Gotham's 5 distinct districts in solo or in co-op with your friend and drop in on criminal activity wherever you find it. People on Steam are saying that the game is not as good as other modern Batman games, but that is a vague statement. There is some strange rivalry between fans. Some love the game, some hate it. Main problems are that it lacks optimization. For example, I do not recommend obtaining it for your Steam Deck, and also it forces you to install Epic online services with no option to opt out. The review score is kinda low, around 70%, but it's not extremely low, so I don't know. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. As people say, this game is a mix of Batman, Assassin's Creed, The Witcher and Tetris. Why Tetris, you ask? As I always say, in this game, just like in Tetris, enemies will come at you in all shapes and sizes at different speeds and you will have to make them disappear if you want to survive. See, Middle-earth is just like Tetris. Deal with it. Here the visuals and the world captures the essence of Middle-earth absolutely perfectly. You know, in the same way like potato salad captures your taste buds, just like that. If you are a fan of Tolkien's world, this game will make you an addict. This is a real orc-killing simulator after all. The story is also nice, to say the least, and combat is very satisfying. You will feel as a bit overpowered combat god, but that won't affect the gameplay itself. You will always get some really hard adversaries to test the strength of your mental balls. Don't be shy, have them big and hairy, so your enemies would die from fear alone. Back 4 Blood. The game tried to become a spiritual successor of Left 4 Dead, but something went wrong and it flopped. Fun fact is that nobody cared about the review score, which was mixed and still is, and people bought the game anyway. In a way, it is a commercial success. I say that because it has way above 50,000 reviews on Steam, and other games with the same destiny of flopping barely accumulate 5,000. So in a way, Back 4 Blood is flop-proof, but now it is abandoned by developers as well. The last update was way more than a year ago, so if you run into problems or something feels not right, this is it. The thing stays here forever. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate Edition. If you want to pull the backbone through the mouth of your adversary, you are looking at the right game. It will let you do this and many other gore-related things you love so much since you first tried this wonderful franchise many years ago. For example, I was like 8 years old when near my grandparents' house in Palanga someone started an arcade machine business, and one of those machines had Mortal Kombat 2 in it. I think I spent all my money on this arcade machine and got pretty good at the game. Could beat every every other kid in the block without a sweat. Nobody wanted to play with me, and in that time no grown-up played games. You know, in 1994 or 95 everyone was thinking that all video games were made for kids. That was beyond stupid. Anyway, with this edition you will get 12 additional characters, from Robocop to Sindel, from Terminator to Rambo. Everyone is here and you can pull the backbone out of every single one of them. That is beautiful and fun at the same time. F.E.A.R. Ultimate Shooter Edition. This is a legendary horror first-person shooter game that will definitely scare you despite the old-school graphics. I remember playing it alone around 20 years ago. The part I remember the most was when I entered the room filled with blood and intestines all over the place and realized that something invisible was lurking here. Something invisible that killed all these people in this room. And now I was alone with it, one-on-one. That was so creepy, but also so fun. To be honest, there aren't a lot of games I could remember so vividly after 20 years have passed. By the way, the acronym F.E.A.R. means First Encounter Assault Recon. It's your team and you are one of them. So you are the one everyone must fear, not the other way around. Including supernatural entities and evil ceiling-crawling girls with long black hair. You got this. Batman: Arkham Origins. Although it was the third Arkham game, it is the first one story-wise. Taking place before the rise of Gotham City's most dangerous criminals, the game showcases a young and unrefined Batman. He faces a defining moment in his early career as a crime fighter that sets his path to becoming the Dark Knight. The game features a pivotal tale set on Christmas Eve, where Batman is hunted by 8 of the deadliest assassins from the DC Comics universe. You will become a rookie Batman as he encounters for the first time many of the characters that shape his future. He will find a case file system that allows you to analyze seemingly impossible to solve crime reconstructions in real time. Combining Batman's sensors with a Bat computer, you can digitally recreate crimes and study detailed simulation of the act as it happened. So it can sound weird, but this is a detective game. But you are not only an investigator. Oh no, you are the justice itself. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Well, this game has a mixed score on Steam with around 60% positive reviews, so literally 4 out of 10 people who bought the game on Steam were disappointed in it. And yes, only the reviews of people who bought the game directly on Steam influence the score. If you buy the key anywhere else, like on Humble Bundle for example, your review is just a text. It gives no real influence. Anyway, you may still like the game, for some reason, I don't know, but I don't judge. So here you will join a Suicide Squad and take control of Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang and King Shark as they set out on an impossible mission to kill the Justice League. The game is set in a dynamic open world and battles here are actually really fun, but people have noticed missing audio, textures not loading in time, voice lines not playing during cutscenes, and all that baggage and feeling of a rushed game that was approaching the deadline still being unfinished. The game is probably not as bad as people say. All in all, 6 out of 10 like the game, so you may like it as well. Or not. Probably not. Batman: Arkham Asylum Game of the Year Edition. This is the first one of the Arkham games. You may think that it is quite an old game, and you are right, around 15 years is not a joke. But surprisingly, the graphics are still great. I can't even imagine how this game felt back then, because when I look at it, it's like it never aged at all. Some Elijah Wood of games. Anyway, it still has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam and is one of the best rated games on the store overall. Here you'll use the free flow combat system to chain together unlimited combos seamlessly and battle with huge groups of the Joker's henchmen in brutal melee brawls. You will have to solve interesting puzzles with the help of a cutting-edge forensic tools, including X-ray scanning, fingerprint scan, spray and pheromone tracker, and sooner or later you will meet famous villains, such as the Joker, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy and Jada Pinkett Smith. Well, maybe not the latter, but anyway, this game is a masterpiece even if you don't like Batman. Watchmen. The End is Nigh Part 1 and 2 bundle, an older game with a very positive review score on Steam. If you watched the famous movie or have read the comic books, you know that Watchmen are not typical good heroes, they are more or less morally grey. So here the alleys, rooftops and sewers are crawling with criminals and brutal gangs. And if that's not enough, the mighty villain Underboss has broken out of prison and is ruling with vicious darkness. The city is in need of saviors, universe, and only masked hero vigilantes answer the call, and those hero vigilantes are you. I think after the movie everyone's favorite hero was Rorschach, because everyone knows his famous phrase,
I am not locked in here with you, you are locked in here with me.
Yeah, so you will control this badass dude, and the other hero named Night Owl. Only 2 heroes, but it's quality not quantity that counts, and it seems that you can play it with your friend on a split screen. That is very cool. Mortal Kombat XL. This is a casual Mortal Kombat X version with 2 DLCs in one. While not on sale, this whole deal would cost you around 50 euros, so getting it now is definitely a great deal. So let me tell you about DLCs and what you get along with the standard version of the game. First Combat Pack will unlock Jason Voorhees, Predator, Tanya and Tremor. Each fighter comes with a themed skin pack including 3 new skins for selected characters. Combat Pack 2 also includes 4 playable characters: Leatherface, Boraicho, Triborg and Xenomorph. So if you played only the main version of the game or skipped the title completely, there is no better time to finally obtain it and beat your friends. And as always, after you beat your friends, beat them in this game as well. Mad Max. This is without a doubt one of the best open-world games on Steam. More than 90% of positive reviews are here for a reason. You will play as a lone warrior in a savage post-apocalyptic world where cars are the most important thing, the very key to survival. So in Mad Max you will have the same mindset as my neighbor Ginteres, who fixes his car every day, polishes the paint and spends more time with it than with his own wife. But the balance in nature is always around the corner. My other neighbor Darius has no car, so he spends time with Ginteres' wife. Everyone is happy. Anyway, in Mad Max you will find an action-packed open world where you must fight against vicious gangs of bandits to stay alive in the wasteland. You want nothing more than to leave the madness behind and find solace in the mythical Plains of Silence. Along the way in your search, you are challenged with treacherous missions as you scavenge the dangerous landscape for supplies to build the ultimate combat vehicle of your dreams. Batman: Arkham City Game of the Year Edition. Overwhelmingly positive reviews is not something we can easily ignore, and the game will send you flying through the expansive Arkham City, 5 times larger than the game world in Batman: Arkham Asylum. The game is home for all of Gotham City's thugs, gangsters and insane criminal masterminds, including Catwoman, the Joker, the Riddler, Two-Face, Harley Quinn, your ex-girlfriend, the Penguin, Mr. Freeze and many others. The game allows you to genuinely experience what it feels to be the Dark Knight, delivering justice on the streets of Gotham City. Well, in our world, Batman would be sitting behind the bars, because in most countries even defending from criminals and using excessive force is forbidden. When the world became such a soft place, I didn't even notice. That's it. The link to this bundle is in the video description and also in the first pinned comment below. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Subscribe to Kombat.